my stars, I am above thee. But be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Act 2, Scene 5, Malvolio in 12th Night. William Shakespeare, regarded as the greatest writer in the English language. His work consists of some 39 plays, 154 sonnets, 3 long narrative poems and other verses have been translated into every major living language. Even until today, his great works continue to be studied and admired the world over. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day to all. My name is Aila binti Muhammad Syafri. I am in year 5 from SK1 in Tapah, Perak. Today, I welcome all to the world of Shakespeare through my most favorite book to date. It is the USBORNE Complete Shakespeare, stories from all the plays. In 2016, USBORNE Publishing, one of the leading children's book publishers, has worked with a group of writers including MILBOURNE, Jerome and CULLIS to rewrite some of Shakespeare's great plays as the perfect introduction to young readers. From first sight, the USBORNE Complete Shakespeare catches the eye with its brilliant gold ink cursive writing against a dark backdrop portraying some famous play scenes. This 487 pages hardcover book is a real treasure with its suitable English for young readers, but most importantly, its beautiful illustrations by Maria Silderkin. Comedy, tragedy, or history. Take your pick. In this book, the stories are divided into these 3 categories. Each story title is marked with a happy mask for comedy, a sad mask for tragedy, or a crown for English history. From Romeo and Juliet's star-crossed love to the dark ambitions of Macbeth, it's all here. My very own personal favourite is the 12th Night. As with other stories in this book, each title begins with an illustrated profile of the characters. Here we have Orsino, a duke who says he is in love with Olivia, but is he really just in love with being in love? Olivia, a countess in mourning, finds herself falling for the page boy Cesario. Viola, or Cesario, whom disguises herself as a page boy, putting herself into an awkward position. Fess, Malvolio, who is famous for the greatness quote. Sebastian, Antonio, and others. 12th Night tells the story of Viola, shipwrecked, alone and separated from her twin, Sebastian. She disguises herself as a page boy, Cesario, and goes to work for Duke Orsino, whom she falls in love with. Orsino is in love with the Countess Olivia and sends Viola to court her for him. But Olivia falls for Viola instead. How does this love triangle resolve itself? With comedy, wisdom, and a happy ending, of course. To me, this book is special because it combines storytelling with the rich Shakespearean English, from quotes of the original plays sprinkled all across the book. Immersing myself in Shakespeare also gives me the sense of wonder as I glimpse into the extraordinary world of literature of that era. Shakespeare's vast, imagined, dramatic worlds, from enchanted forests, ancient battlefields, lavish banquet halls, to historical figures, he has succeeded in giving each setting and character both good and bad qualities which we can recognize, relate, and understand even to this very day. The rear end of the book is dedicated to the life and times of William Shakespeare. He grew up from humble beginnings to becoming one of the greatest writers of all times. The golden age of Elizabethan Renaissance saw great development in science, arts, and ideas. This led to an explosion in the creation and exchange of new ideas. Although literacy was increasing, not everyone was able to read. Shakespeare, with his flair and poetic genius, told his story and history of the nation through theatre. He used, borrowed, and created over 1,700 new words into the English language. Reading Shakespeare has opened my mind to the limitless possibilities and the power of the pen. Shakespeare is a language of imagination that is still relevant today as it was 4 centuries ago. This book has made me into a more adventurous reader, committing to literature of various genres. To me, this book is a priceless treasure due to the knowledge and wisdom within. USBORNE has also done the worldwide by publishing this book made out of paper from a sustainable source. The only drawback to this book is its weight. Because of its volume, I have been unable to carry it around with me. Who wouldn't want to have Shakespeare around all the time for leisure reading? I know I would, just wish it came in a paperback edition. Regardless, I know that this book will be around for a very long time and may one day be an heirloom to my descendants. Quoting Shakespeare's famous line from Hamlet, "To be or not to be, that is the question." Or is it? To me, it's a choice in achieving greatness. Thank you.